How's it feel to be back out there?
Yeah, it feels great. To get back into the normal routine of being with the guys. Being in the workouts, being in practice and walkthroughs. And it's definitely I've been itching for it. So just glad that I'm feeling great again and back to being with the guys.
What do you think you learn about yourself mentally when you go through things like that?
It's tough because I'm still a kid at heart. I still want to be out there and play and throw the football around and be with my friends. That's what it feels like. But just something to prevent me from that. You just gotta have to take a mental setback and kind of talk through with yourself and say, there's more to it than this injury. You gotta think about the pros more than the cons. Being more of a leader, being more of a person that's around and being more vocal than just being hands-on and being the one making the plays, being the one out there doing all the reps. So it was a good transition just to help the younger guys and to help JA and to really blossom everybody and to really also get in the head of JJ also to see what he sees in the backfield, to kind of talk to him after each play, say, hey, what did you see right here? What did you think right here? And kind of talk through it with him. So I just kind of just weighed more on the pros than the cons of being out for these past couple of weeks.
Like, do you have to turn it loose at some point in time in practice and have a couple of days where you're sprinting 40 yards? How do you find out if, hey, I'm ready and everything's good to go?
Yeah, really just relying on the training staff and the head guys in that room to really get me to where I need to be. Being transparent with them and just talking to them on how I feel, if I'm feeling good, feeling bad, if I'm feeling sore the next day, and just really just being overly transparent and overly communicative. So it was great just working with them, and it's the same staff that I worked with 2 years ago. So it was just great to kind of strengthen my weaknesses, focus on those things that I really needed to focus on. So it's a blessing in disguise, but to be out here coaching the guys up and also to be strengthening the things that I felt that I needed to strengthen. I feel like it was a double bonus.
But it's all about Chicago on Monday night. I mean, that's all you really need to worry about in terms of the target, right?
Yeah, that's for sure the target. But just like I said, I'm a kid at heart. I want to be out here with the guys. I want to be playing football and want to be in the mix. I don't like to be the one, only person standing on the side. One, it's not fun. Just working out with yourself and competing with yourself. So it's definitely tough at times mentally. But every day you just gotta focus on the things that you need to focus on and just think about getting to the next day and getting that 1% better each day.
Justin, given that you had the deal 2 years ago with the other leg, have you add anything to your maintenance or like awareness or anything that you're doing with trainers just to kind of to avoid another situation like that?
To be honest, what I got from it is I'm different than a lot of other people. The way I move, the way my body is positioned, the way I cut, the way I do everything is kind of different than what everyone else does. So, different positions, I might put a little bit more stress on my body than a normal, typical person would. So it's just putting my body in different positions and strengthening out those positions, I would like to say. It's kind of weird and it's kind of difficult to really explain, but to be honest, just putting my body in difficult positions to withstand, coming out here and being in those difficult positions.
So it is something you spent time thinking about and working.
For sure, and just working out with the plan with the trainers and to continue on just building that strength throughout the season and making sure that I'm not wasting any other time throughout the season.
Justin, was any part of you worried about week one at all?
Nah, when it happened and I felt the soreness, I wasn't really worried. I definitely didn't think it was as bad as it was, 2 years ago. So that was the pro of it. And then, of course, doing the MRI and, seeing the pictures and seeing that it wasn't as bad. at that moment, I just had to, turn my brain around and to focus on the positive and to not worry about, okay, I'm out for a couple weeks and I'm not going to be able to do this. I'm not going to be able to do that. It's just one about, getting stronger, just coming out here, just being hands-on with the guys, talking to them and just, coaching them up at my, point of view. And, just hats off to them. I felt like they really listened. So it was just, great to kind of be a coach for a little bit and to kind of teach the younger guys, even though we have a fantastic coach in Coach Keene, but just being another set of eyes and to, help the guys on the other side that he might not be looking at that at the time. So it was a great transition at all, and I feel like, this is a great time to, work my way back in.
Justin, you mentioned talking to JJ on the sideline after every possession, every play. Like, do you think that can help translate onto the field, or what did you learn about him in that gap?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he's young. He's still learning. He's still trying to figure out the offense and figure out me not being in that role. So at least if I'm not going to be in that role at that time, I'm going to be the one that's talking with him on the side and to get where I'm thinking of and what he's thinking of, just so we can be on that same page. Because it's difficult to just sit here and talk and then go out there and be on the same page. It's not going to be the same. That repetition and getting those reps in is what really matters. But of course, I can't do it at this moment. So just talking to him and just kind of figuring out what he thinks and what he feels, what was the proper read, the proper move for that play. So I feel like it was a great, period to learn what he's thinking of and how he really, transitions through the whole route.
As the new coach on the sideline, what have you thought of Jordan and the way he's looked of late?
Fantastic. I mean, I feel like he's a lot more talkative, me being a coach than me being a player. But I mean, I love it. I love him, asking me different questions, and I'm always a person that loves ball. So if I see someone that I feel like needs to do something else or would be better, something that I think that they would do better, I'm going to sit there and tell them and try to, make them a better route runner, a better a catcher, a better all-around player. So, kind of watching him from afar and seeing him through his route, seeing him through his releases, teaching him how to beat the press coverage, especially a jump jam corner. So it's definitely a great transition for J.A. I feel like he's definitely learning and blossoming as a big-time receiver.
Justin, having had like a different perspective on camp the past 3 weeks, where have you seen the offense as a whole kind of progress the most?
That's a great question. Progress the most is tough. It's tough to say what's been progressing the most, but I feel like all around our whole team is progressing as a whole. Offensively, I feel like JJ is definitely getting more comfortable in the system. He's realizing the progressions and the amount of time that he has. And of course, where the playmakers are and how to find them. So, being out there and watching, him finding Jordan Addison a couple times in a row, finding TJ a couple times in a row. He's understanding the leverages, he's understanding the matchups, and he's attacking it. So that's definitely what I love to see. And all in all, just him being comfortable and him being confident, which with every single play and every single throw that he makes. So I'm definitely going to talk to him when we get done to see what he thought about today's practice and see where he can get better and see where he feels comfortable at. So every single practice I try to figure out different ways and try to talk to him about just different tips and different ways to help him out throughout the season.